Okay, folks, before we get into this, I just want to say, first of all, I'm not sponsored by any of these lure companies, and secondly, this is just my opinion. These lures, every category of lures, there's some of them, there's just multiple choices to be made. So anyway, I just want to say that like I said, I'm not sponsored by any of these lure companies, and this is just my opinion. These are the ones that I've found work best for me, and other people may have other opinions, and that's great. That's what makes the world go around. So anyway, let's get on to it, and thanks for watching. Okay, first up is going to be soft plastics. And you guys that have been on my channel for a while know that my favorite is paddle tails. But soft plastic is one of those categories where variety is endless. There's a jillion different styles of soft plastics out there, but these are the three that I use the most and like the best, and that'd be the paddle tail, any kind of twister tail, or a twitching style bait, like this fluke, and that would also include shrimp tail, soft plastics, and all that kind of stuff. By far the one I use the most is the paddle tail, but sometimes the twister tail, especially when they're feeding on small shrimp, this works really good, and in real shallow water it works good. So those are my three favorites right there when it comes to soft plastics. Next up, we've got hard twitch baits, slow sinking twitch baits, and the two that I really like are the Miradyne and the Rapala twitching mullet. They're both really good lures, and there again, there's a lot of choices out there. These are the two that I prefer, and I actually kind of lean more towards the twitching mullet, only because it's got a rattle in it, and the action of them are pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same size, and I have caught a jillion trout on the Miradyne. But anyway, those are the two that I like, and another thing I like about this one is it comes with, out of the package, it comes with single hooks. I normally change these out to single hooks. I haven't got around to that one. This is brand new, hadn't been used. And like I said, there's a lot of different manufacturers that make these style of baits, and there's also, you can also get this style of bait in a soft bait. I'm not a big fan of the soft baits. They catch fish, they really do. They're good baits. But the issue with those are, every time you catch a fish, they'll get bent out of shape, and you've got to mess with them to get them tuned back where they'll run right. I think I've found that these catch just as many fish, and you don't have any issues with the bait getting bent or turned. So that covers that. Next up would be the spoon category, and y'all have seen me throw a lot of spoons. Spoons are a lot like soft plastics. There are multitude of styles, shapes, weights, everything under the sun. I mean, there's just tons and tons of different style spoons. The ones I like, this H&H, I really like this. This is just a regular style spoon, treble hook spoon, and I've had good luck with it. It comes with good hardware, it comes with good hook, and I've caught a bunch of fish on it. The other one would be the weedless in bad grass situations. This is a Johnson Silver Minnow. These have been around since fishing, I think, started. And then you've got specialty spoons like this Nacho Daddy spoon, which is made out of some kind of super hard acrylic. It's a weedless style spoon. But like I said, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Their spoons, they're like soft plastics. There's a jillion different types and sizes. These are the three I use and like a lot. Next we get into topwaters. And here again, the possibilities are endless. There's many different styles. The three that I use the most are the wake baits, like this man's waker, the walking style baits. This is a Spook Junior, and then it's kind of a pencil popper type bait. It's got a little bit of a cup on the front, out of focus, and it sits in the water at about a 45-degree angle. Sometimes when they're real finicky, this thing will get them. But by far my two favorites are the wake baits and the walking baits, which, like I said, there's a bunch of different ones out there. Skitter walk is real popular. Like I said, the list goes on and on. Now, the difference between these, like this wake bait here, this bait will not go under, and that's the kind of wake bait that I like. This is not to be confused with a shallow crank, because a shallow crank will go down pretty easy. This thing, even at high speed, is going to stay on top, and it's really good for redfish. That's why I like it. I've tried some others and had some luck with them too, but there's not many of them that'll stay on top like these do. And like I said, there's when it comes to topwater, there's poppers, there's all kinds of stuff out there. But the three I like the best are these. And the last one of my top 5 is the spinnerbait. This is a Redfish Magic. This is designed for saltwater. It's not like a bass spinnerbait. The big difference being where the blade is. On a bass spinnerbait, this blade will be right over the hook. On this Redfish Magic, you notice it's way up ahead, which is what makes it really good for redfish. These work real good. They're pretty good when the grass is bad, and you see them in a lot of fishing videos, especially over around Louisiana. You don't see a ton of people using them over here in Texas. For whatever reason, I'm not really sure, this thing works real good in the fall and the spring. The hot part of summer, I don't have much luck getting them to hit it, and in the cold of winter, I don't have much luck getting them to hit it. But there are times of the year, and You can look back through some of my old videos, and there's days when I was whaled on the redfish with that thing. Especially when you get the spring high tides and the fall high tides that we get every year. For some reason, that thing really shines during that time. Like I said, you don't see me throw it a lot because it's kind of seasonal specific around here, but it is a fish catching son of a gun at certain times of the year. But anyway, that's my top 5. Thank y'all for watching.